I got one that I hate as well.
Go on.
So this one will put me off of a product, which is a little bit of a marketing trick that people are trying nowadays.
Okay. What would you do for Suits and Sliders?
Well, I did have a little think about this beforehand.
Yeah, go on.
I'm thinking, screw us. I'm thinking, Mullet Man's trimmings.
His hair trimmings.
Oh, it was a bit red. Into episode 25.
25.
Quarter of a century.
Yeah, man. It's coming quick.
Same
I
age
like it. Yeah, it is.
Jeez.
It is.
Surpassing the years.
Yeah, we are.
And we've got a fun one for you today. You've probably seen by the title. We're getting into everything surrounding marketing and going into the weird and wonderful of how both celebrities, influencers, and companies get it done.
The marketing madness that is today's day and age. It's actually crazy how much it's changed from since way back when.
Yeah. And the sort of concept overall, obviously I've spoken about it before, Rory Sutherland has this quote which basically says, the product of companies in this day and age isn't the product itself. The product is the marketing. The marketing is the storytelling, the process, the target audience, and everything associated with how you then present a product to the world. So without the marketing, a product means nothing. Good old
Rory, mate. He's got loads of quotes around that stuff. It's crazy. Psychology, marketing, all of that stuff.
Exactly. But without further ado, if you're here, by the way, hit that little subscribe button.
Hit that like button as well.
Nice to see you. I hope you're having a nice week so far. And shall we get into our little tradition?
Yeah. Comment down below. Say hello. Hit the like. Share it, my friends.
Certainly.
It all helps.
Spider, pound, scratch cards.
Okay.
So we're either having to find a winning symbol or find a little spider.
Yeah, these are brand new. We've not had these before.
No. So my winning symbol was a cupboard.
Oh.
I had a tree, a bulb, a stack, a roll, and a shed. The shed looks awfully close to the cupboard, though, which is quite disappointing.
Well, my winning symbol was a shed, my friend.
Was it?
It was.
Okay, we won.
And I had cupboard.
Oh, did you?
Tree plant wallet and stack. Oh, fuck.
Well, at least, I was going to say, at least you didn't win.
I don't like those money spider ones. I think they're rubbish, mate.
Yeah, we'll get back to our old...
what's going on there? 5k. We need more than 5k. The
Poundland ones is the one where we both won. So I need to go back there and get some Poundland scratches. Because every other ones I've got from like Tesco's or the post office.
Maybe they're all fake, those ones. Poundland's the one.
Maybe.
There you go.
Well, we've got plenty in store for you today. A bunch of fun segments, challenges, and topic points because, as you well know, marketing is a whale as far as business goes. So there's plenty to cover.
There is a lot to unpick.
Should we get straight into it?
Yeah, let's
go with 5-Minute Millionaires. Woo!
Bash.
And we are into 5-Minute Millionaires.
What we got on today?
We've got a funny one today. So, people, you may have seen this. I don't know if you did or not. But Dr. Squatch, a soap brand, they make like little bars of soap and things. They've done a lot of collaborations over the years with companies like Star Wars and Harry Potter, companies like that, basically.
Right, yeah.
But they've done one which has gone a bit viral recently. They've collaborated with Sydney
Oh, yeah. The bathwater thing. I remember that.
Absolutely insane.
Crazy.
They made, I think, like 5,000 of them or something, like a limited collection.
I wonder how much they
sold out in like a day.
I wonder what they paid her though to collab.
True, I didn't think about that.
Because she must have had a number, and they've gone, we'll meet.
It's also like the process of taking it. Like, what was she like in the bath, just sat there, and she's like, "I'll go get another bath in a minute," and then I'll go get another bath.
Probably like a tub, I reckon.
And then, but then it could be like a pool, and she just swims around a pool, and they just.
Yeah, it could be. I reckon it's just like you got those little like ice bath bucket things.
Yeah.
She just jumped in one of the barrels, and then
I wonder what the clarification is. Does she have to wash her hair? Does she have to sweat it beforehand?
Is she naked? Is she not?
I want to see that disclosure claim agreement and stuff.
Yeah,
I want to see exactly
crazy,
what the legitimacy was.
Well, how much would someone have to pay you to do that? Collab.
For bath water?
You just got to sit in a bath.
Oh, not a lot. If I'm getting
$5.
I'll pay them. I'm joking. I think.
What would be your number? Surely you get. I'd be like.
There's a bit of dignity that I'd lose with
mate.
it. That's what I was thinking around a K.
Yeah, happily.
It goes towards the pod.
Yeah.
Oh, put it on the biz wheel. Sell your bath.
Why not? Exactly.
But yes, they have sold out pretty much instantly. They're going on eBay now for like 70, 80 quid a pop. And there's loads of people making like knockoffs of it as well.
At, though? I wonder what they actually sold out. I need to look at that. That's crazy.
But yes, so today's 5-minute millionaires, Jamie, is what celebrity waste products, so something like bath water, something people don't use, can you repurpose into a product of sorts? It can be a celebrity or a bunch of celebrities.
Some sort of business or something.
Some sort of business you're going to make from a celebrity waste product.
What would you do for Suits and Sliders?
Well, I did have a little think about this beforehand.
Yeah, go on.
I'm thinking, screw us. I'm thinking, mullet man's hair trimmings.
His hair trimmings.
Take a bit off the mullet, only a little bit, because we've got to keep it as is.
Moustache, armpit, pubes,
no.
stuff like that.
Exclusively mullet.
You could do an exclusive drop though, and be like,
true. We can only sell 5 because he still goes through puberty. Sorry, Tom.
Go on.
But yeah, I'm thinking.
No, I like that. That's out there. That's rogue. I don't know if you would agree to that though.
What on earth?
Little does he know, it's in his contract.
It's like, can you imagine the biz wheel of the mullet man one? We say that's what he's got to do.
That'd be class. He's got to sell the mullet. Love that.
Right.
Let's get into
without
it.
further ado, shall we get into it? Here we
start that
go.
timer.
5 minutes later.
And here we go.
Right.
So, you ready?
This is a rogue one, by the way. I don't like to make a business out of this. You rely on dedicated fans here.
I think mine's got quite a large fan base.
What, you reckon you would purchase yours? Yeah.
I wouldn't purchase mine.
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
I know people would.
Oh yeah, but you need to have a dedicated, loyal fan base.
I think I do.
Okay, I like it.
I'll let you go first. I'll let you go first.
Me first.
Yeah, go on.
Right.
Man. I'm intrigued.
Introducing Worn Once.
Okay.
Worn Once is a luxury memorabilia line selling authentically worn clothing items from the top music artists around the world, each worn during iconic concert.
Okay.
Think Harry Styles, right? O2 socks. Billie Eilish. I call her eyelash.
You're gonna drive
oversized hoodie
crazy.
from Coachella or something like that. Or
cool.
Post Malone's Glasto Vans.
True.
You never know. Each item is vacuum sealed, tagged with the date and location, and comes in premium packaging with an exclusive audio clip or backstage footage of that artist from that show.
Okay.
No merch, no knockoffs. Get this. This is a lovely tagline here. Worn once, never forgotten.
It's a nice tagline.
So I'm thinking you can do collector's items. You could do memorabilia if you go on a nice cute day. Oh, do you remember that concert? Our favourite band. I've got their socks. Something like that. You never know.
So it's like
could be a nice little Christmas gift or something like that.
Thing.
Yeah,
it's not just one celebrity. It's like every celebrity can be part of it.
The top music artists, right? So we're talking like the top 50.
But you could think about this for like all sorts of brands. You could do it like sports brands. Like let's say
you could
have
I
don't know, Kobe's shoes, or you could have like I don't know, Joe Marler's boots, or like, you know what I mean? Like,
exactly. There's things for it, but we're starting with music because music they seem to have like the loyal, fans. Dedicated fans. Yeah.
See. Fair enough. What's your price range? Do you think it just depend on the artist? I guess.
Depends, mate. Yeah, if you've got like Harry Styles, for example.
Yeah.
You could price his pretty high. Depends on the concert as well. Depends on the audience size. That's maybe some way you could do it as well.
You could have like
they had 200,000 in the concert. It cost you $2,000 or something like that.
You have like a bit of a bidding war going on.
Yeah, very limited. And if you are like a crazy loyal, dedicated fan, they'll go crazy for like.
It'd be good
socks,
to have like
hoodies,
a charity element to it as well. Like
whatever.
You give a bit of the profits away, so that incentivizes celebrities to get involved.
We're not doing that.
The celebrities probably won't just give you
full
this.
profit, mate.
Fair enough.
We'll give a bit to celebs. They can get commission.
Right. Are you ready for mine?
Yeah, go on. I'm interested.
I've gone. This is obviously outside the UK.
Obviously.
I've gone.
Why are you preferencing that?
For Snoop's buds. The buds of Snoop Dogg's marijuana. Introducing Snoop's buds, the official line of pre-smoked joint buds straight from the one and only Snoop Dogg. These are the leftovers from his legendary sessions. The ends of greatness, still glowing with the OG energy. What
That's
you
class.
get, you get a matte black tin containing 3 real Snoop Dogg joints. You get a signed, smoked by Snoop authenticity card.
Yeah.
A QR code to the exact playlist he was listening to or recording during the session where he was smoking.
Like it.
A limited edition Ashes of the Icon rolling tray if you're a hardcore fan and you have like a subscription. And a complimentary lighter with just enough fluid to light one. So that is Snoop's Buds.
I
think
it.
there's a
you gotta
hardcore
get
fan
him,
base for this.
You gotta get him to buy into it though. So
I reckon he would 100%.
How are you gonna do
you
it?
know he's got like an employee that like rolls his blunts. He gets paid like 36.
So that's
grand
what I was
a
gonna
year.
say. What
so
you
I'd
could
partner
add
with
to
him.
it.
I'd be there like, give me all like the spare buds. We'll give you $2,000 a month for it.
I was gonna
and
say
then we'll
you
smell
could get
Snoop's
Snoop
buds.
to roll a bud as well.
But he doesn't roll
as
his
like
own
an
ones.
exclusive. No, but you
Oh, I
could
see.
do like
Yeah,
a very
yeah.
limited edition,
like golden paper.
the
or something.
one that he rolled or something like that.
I like that. But yeah, Snoop's Buds. I think subscription. The
Interesting.
guys that like want.
Yeah,
Just
but
the
what's
back
Snoop
ends
gonna
of-
get out of it?
Oh, the publicity. The publicity for having Snoop's Buds. would
No
be
money?
sick. I mean,
So
yeah,
but
can get
he's
some
got to
money out of
remember
it.
what he listened to, write that down, send that
No,
to
we'll
you.
just make the guy who rolls all of his blunts do it. So we've got a partnership with him.
Yeah, but is he
And it's-
there in the room when
Well,
they're
Snoop
smoking?
signs the authenticity card. That's all he's got to do. I don't want to take too much time out of his day.
But I want to know exactly what he listened to.
Oh yeah, the guy who's with him will like be.
Is he with him 24/7?
Pretty much. That's like his gig. He sits
Right,
there
right.
and rolls his joints.
So how
for
much
a
are you
while.
going to pay that guy then?
I'll pay him like $2,000 a month for it, and then we'll sell like because Snoop will go through what like 30
I don't know.
a day,
I don't
maybe
know,
like
mate.
something crazy. At least like 10.
You
a
could
day.
have like where he was located as well, like UFC.
yeah, exactly.
Fight 405
Yeah,
or something
yeah,
like that.
100%.
Yeah,
And
I like
so,
it. I like
if
it.
if he smoked what 10 a day,
biggest
which I think
one.
you smoke more, and then you take that over the course of a whole month, that's like what 300.
No, but your
smokes.
biggest one would be like if he did a track or something or smoking.
That's
that
what I'm
zoo.
thinking.
Yeah.
An OG session of he recorded this song, and that's what the QR
That'd
code
be
goes
huge.
to.
California Girls or something like that.
Could you imagine the California Girls blunt rack? That would be wicked. And he's got the authenticity card. Oh, I think
I like it.
Snoop's Buds is one for the win. So,
or worn once, you can have some smelly socks or sliders.
or Mullet Man's hair trimming.
Yeah, I'd rather that.
Well, that's
Clone
quite-
him.
that's
We
quite
could clone
creative,
him,
that.
mate.
Yeah.
I like it. I like
Cool.
it.
Let's get back on into the marketing episode.
Rightio. So let's get into marketing now.
Let's.
But before we do, question of the week, my
Question. Oh,
friend.
we start with it. Okay,
Yeah, why
cool.
not?
Let's go for it.
What is one marketing trick that you always seem to fall for? I've got about 3 that I know I do.
I mean, I fell for one this morning.
Did you?
And I was thinking about it while I was doing it because I was obviously doing the research for the
Yeah.
episode. I get caught out every single time for bundling.
Bundling, yeah.
Bundling. So I was on Uber Eats.
Yeah.
I was a lazy morning.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I was getting some stuff for some segments as well. And I was like, oh, well, I'll get this from this grocery store. And then it comes at the end while the time is ticking down, the 10 minutes go, do you want to also add this to your order? Do you want to add this to your order? I was sat there like, yeah, I kind of
It
do.
knows you too well, mate. It pops up your favourite snack or something like that.
Ordered
You're like,
before
"Oh."
is a nightmare. So I'm there like, might add some Lindt chocolate.
That's
in there.
true. That is true.
might add a little ginger
Tesco's
beer.
are so
Might add a
good at
little-
that stuff, aren't they? When you do like a Tesco shop, it's
Get
just
to the
like, you
end.
ordered this before. And you're
Yeah.
like, "Ooh."
So bundling is a bugbear for me, big time.
One for me, right? And I'm always guilty of it. Is the free shipping.
The free shipping gets you.
But
Okay.
they'll go like £10 more for free shipping, £5 more, and you're like,
True,
oh, it's only
true.
£5,
But there's nothing that's
it's
actually
only
£5.
£10.
You end
Yeah,
up spending £10.
always do it because then the shipping's always like £6.99 or something like that. I'm like, oh, I may as well
But in all
break into
fairness,
10.
You save the money in a way. I don't ever think about it like that, but you do kind of save the money in a way because you're getting something for yourself that's worth a certain value rather than just giving it to a
Potentially,
delivery
but I
service.
always fall for that. Another one is the basket timer.
Oh, really? Yeah,
It gets me. If I'm unsure about something, I'll stick it in the basket. Then it goes, last one left, or something like that. And you've got 2 minutes. I'm like,
honestly, today
"Oh,
I
buy it."
I was racing. I pressed the checkout. 6 seconds left of the 10-minute time. I was there like, "No, I want that as well. I want that as well."
But the one I'm always guilty of as well,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to like buying boots or whatever it may be. If the rugby players are sponsored and wearing the brand new boot, I want that boot.
You love a little bit of sponsorship. I got one that I hate as well.
Go on.
So this one will put me off of a product, which is a little bit of a
Ooh.
marketing trick that people are trying nowadays.
Okay.
Shrinkflation, man.
Shrinkflation.
I am so sick and fed up of modern day shrinkflation. So basically, for example, with Freddos, they used to be a certain size, and now they're smaller year on year. So a little story for you. Every single time I leave work, there's a massive billboard as I leave the crew car park, and it says on there, it's got like English tea cakes. Do you remember those ones that have got like the red and like whitish or red and grey silver wrapper to them? It's like marshmallow and chocolate. There's a massive billboard that says same size than in 1970 or something like that. So it's been the same size for 30 years. And I look at that and I respect it. I'm not a massive fan of it, but I'll buy it just off that pretense. If I see something else that I think is getting smaller and smaller every time I buy it.
And going up in price as well, which is mental. The Freddos are ridiculous.
The Freddos inflation's crazy.
It
used to be like 10p and it used to be much bigger. Now it's 30p and half the size. What is that about? Freddo, Cadbury, sort your life out.
Sort it out. Anyway, let's get into the marketing then. Before we could go down a big rabbit hole here.
We could just turn this into some sort of aggression podcast. Getting annoyed.
Start calling out brands, mate.
Taking them
Sort it out.
So marketing.
What is marketing? Go on.
Yeah, true. What is marketing? Marketing sometimes get confused with advertising. So I'll tell you like the layman's description of it. It's simply the brand strategy and process behind your product and deliverance of your product. So it includes everything from market research, product design, distribution, branding, communication, pricing, everything.
It's such a broad term, marketing. When someone says I work in marketing, it's like, well, what part?
Yeah, true. And it's the complete process. It's from idea to being in the customer's hands and also keeping them happy afterwards, the check-in, the service side of it. Whereas advertising is a subset of marketing. So it refers specifically to the promotion side,
which is what a lot of people assume marketing is, because that's what they associate it with, because that's what they see on the TVs or on your YouTube ads, whatever it may be.
So in layman's terms, marketing is the plan, advertising is the megaphone of the plan. So it's how you sort of communicate that message, and there's a bunch of different tenets to it, and we've actually covered a lot of them in previous episodes.
We have.
So I'll run you through just the bullet points of the oversight of marketing. You've got the market research, episode 2 or 3 or something like that. Target audience, you've got value proposition, that's understanding what your product can offer to people in terms of its pricing. That then falls into the pricing strategy. You've got branding, the service design, then the distribution, the customer experience, and finally feedback and analytics. I always get that word wrong. And that is marketing tenets all in all. So there's a lot to cover there. Which we've already covered quite a bit. But this is about kind of bringing it all into one constructive plan.
Encompassing it all into one.
It is.
Love that. Well, speaking about marketing, right?
Go on.
Nike have a very interesting marketing story.
Do they?
Don't know if you've heard this.
Well, I know
I'm sure you do.
Absolutely.
Oh, they smashed it. Yeah. But back in the mid 80s, right? Nike weren't the kind of powerhouse they are today. The powerhouses were, in fact, your Converse, your Adidas. They were running the kind of basketball game, which was hugely. Puma was relatively big. But back then in the US in particular, basketball was like the main sport that everyone was getting into. Then in comes along someone called Michael Jordan. A 21-year-old rookie straight out of North Carolina. Anyway, Nike took a huge bet, a very, very big one. And it paid off. They signed Michael Jordan and they built an entire product line around him.
There's a film about that as well. It's called like Air or something like that.
Well, they're called... so the product was Air Jordan 1.
Maybe that's what the film's called.
Probably is, something like that.
Brilliant film.
Is it? Yeah. I need to actually watch that. I haven't seen that.
It's a fantastic film.
But this is the marketing magic that they did. The NBA actually banned their original shoe because the red and black, the Jordan ones, they didn't meet the uniform rules.
You weren't allowed that much red on the shoe.
Exactly.
You had to have a certain amount of white on the shoe. And it wasn't allowed to like stain the...
it was on the sole or something was different to the other shoes, which they didn't allow. Something like that. Anyway, so they turned that ban basically into a huge marketing campaign for themselves. So there was a famous commercial in 1985 and it said, on October the 15th, Nike created a revolutionary basketball shoe. On October the 18th, the NBA threw them out the game. Fortunately, the NBA can't stop you from wearing them. This blew up. Everyone started wearing Jordans. Not only was Michael Jordan playing bloody amazing, but this rebellion kind of edge made everyone wear it. So it was kind of about defiance, what Nike started to really market and make this whole campaign around. And it was like a cultural statement for the US. So Nike didn't just sell that shoe, they sold that idea of greatness. Like if you want to be like Michael Jordan, he trains in these, he uses these, wear these. basically this model now is what they use today.
Because everyone was fighting for Jordan
Yeah.
then as well, so he was such a hot ticket to be able to get as a
It's
sponsor.
crazy. But this is what they exactly use today. They partner with like the micro influencers, the kind of gym gurus, the skaters, the niche
Be a
kind
Nike
of
athlete would be
creators.
insane,
Yeah. People who make that brand feel like local, but also relatable. So like I can relate to them as a human, got that personal edge. And it will literally cost them about £0 to produce because it's like a 15-second clip of a 19-year-old wearing shoes doing like a tail whip on a scooter or something like that.
Yeah. Well,
It's
if Mike
crazy.
wants to sponsor sliders, you know where to go.
But yeah, but exactly. Come.
Come let
Because
us
Adidas are, they're sniffing around every now
Yeah,
and
true.
then. But apparently, right, Nike spend over $3 billion a year on marketing alone.
Wow.
And that's obviously getting the primetime TV adverts,
Yeah, true,
sponsoring the big athletes, all of that stuff. It's
I mean, you
crazy,
see their
man.
billboards everywhere, their adverts everywhere. They've got so
Mental.
many athletes under their
Mental.
sponsorship as well. Remember that we did the was it Battle of the Host where we were talking
Yeah.
about adverts and guessing the
Yeah.
advert, and you saw they had like Serena Williams and
Oh, yeah.
Tiger Woods and
Just
they've
pumping
got
out the athletes,
loads
mate.
that Tiger Woods advert where the ball rolls and it was like the
so good.
perfect movement of the Nike logo over the ball
So
before it
good.
drops in the hole.
So good.
It gives them those moments that
Yeah.
makes the brand.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
gives them the best ever like feedback that they could
Yeah.
possibly
Well,
get.
you got the
anything.
top of the game athletes, and they're always going to be on camera on those sports. And
Like,
they're
could you
just
imagine
gonna-
if we could
wearing
pay-
Nike all the time?
Yeah, can you imagine if we could pay, I don't know, some sort of influencer to like be sat at a coffee shop watching Suits and Sliders?
Yeah.
That would be better for our brand than thousands of pounds into Instagram ads and Meta ads and whatever else. Because it's an attachment to some sort of icon, some sort of statement.
Well, that's what you
pretty
see
impressive,
nowadays, right? With social media, it's the person, they will try get a person or something like that to present or promote their product. The Sydney Sweeneys of the world, also the YouTubers of the world,
Yeah,
they'll
big
get
time.
sponsorships that way rather than going down the kind of commercial TV aspect.
It's association
Because
now. Yeah.
this YouTuber or this famous influencer or celebrity, whatever it is, has X million followers.
Yeah.
You're guaranteed like a proportion of that will see this advert that they post on their timeline or feed. Whereas an advert on TV, it's not really the thing anymore.
Very true. I think I mentioned on a previous episode with that bikini brand that got in with all of like Kendall Jenner's friends.
Yeah.
And then they went on holiday. Kendall Jenner was the only one that didn't have the bikini, so that she went and bought one of them from the company herself and then wore it.
Yeah,
and then
I remember
blew
you
up.
saying that. It's
It's just
crazy.
like the marketing, again, it's psychology a lot of the time, but the marketing strategy there
Mental.
was done perfectly.
Mental.
But
But
yeah.
speaking of which, I reckon we should go out and sponsor some people. I
It's-
reckon
it's
there's
something
something
yeah,
there.
it's been bubbling for us.
I
It's
think
a
there's
good
something
idea.
there, and I think there might be something in the pipeline that we might do.
Maybe. Well, we'll talk about it a little bit later on the Patreon.
Oh, we'll
because
talk
we're
about it
gonna
now. We'll
our
talk about it
journey.
now. But
But
I
yeah.
reckon if we could sponsor someone or something, and we can get some sort of promotion out there, it might benefit us a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Get people that
Part of the business, mate.
definitely people that believe in the model as well. So if
Yeah.
you believe in the model, you want a little sponsorship, get in that comment section.
Yeah,
Let us know
let
what
us
you're
know what
about.
you-
Let us know
yeah.
if you've got a company, an idea, if you're an athlete of sorts.
What we can get out of it as well.
Exactamundo. Shall we get on into our next
Let's
segment?
go into the Battle of the Hosts.
Battle of the
segment.
Hosts.
Bash. Cool.
Right. And we are into Battle of the Hosts. It'd be funny if Tom got my neck clicking there.
Yeah, it would be, yeah.
We have got a funny one today. We are doing Guess the Company from
Mm-hmm.
the slogan or the campaign, the marketing campaigns.
I just know this is like a big L for me. I'm like foreseeing it
You're
already.
saying
mate.
it, but I don't know. I don't think I'm that good. I just know quite
I
a lot
think
about
you
adverts
know
and
more
films.
adverts than I do. Like
True. So
I don't-
without
yeah.
further ado, we're going
I'm
to go
trying
back and
think of some
forth
now.
with our punishments today. We've got a progressive punishment, which will be we're bringing back the neck slaps.
Yeah,
so everyone
so-
you get wrong, you get a
exactly.
little on the back of the neck.
And at the end, we have got some weird concoction we're going to make.
We do.
We've got some hot defense shot thing.
This has got like turmeric, cayenne pepper in it. It's like basically one of these morning woo shots.
Yeah. Plus, bit of gin.
Bit of the aviation
gin,
back
if
from
you
our
remember.
influencer
Yeah,
influencer
that is on the
episode.
Patreon.
It is. If you're not already there, you
Our
know where to
ranking
go.
tier.
How much is it?
Oh, it is 13p a day, £4 a month.
Exactly, man. Probably for cheaper than that tiny little bottle of gin, you can get
It
yourself
actually is.
a subscription to our Patreon. So you might as well go and check it out.
And that shot as well.
And the shot. So effectively, we're spending the money. You just need to give it back. Please. Right, do you want to go first? Or should I go first?
I'll go first.
You go first.
First one.
Here we go.
Every little helps.
Tesco's.
Yeah.
Yes. Used to work at Tesco's, my first ever job.
Oh shit, you did
Stack-
as well. I didn't even think of that. Of course you know the slogan for
Exactly.
that. Like, I would have thought that's Sainsbury's, I'm not going to
Two
lie.
best mates from since I was like 5 years old, were always on the tills next to each other. Oh, I had a whale of a time for an 8-hour shift.
I generally thought this was Sainsbury's when I first read it.
Did you? They are all quite close.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Asda, Ching Ching.
You ready for
like
mine?
that. Oh no, yeah, go on.
Okay.
Oh, why is he laughing already?
I don't think I've gone for one as easy as that. Right, I'll go for this one. Live well for less.
Can I get a clue if I ask a question?
Sure.
Is it like a shop?
It is.
Okay, cool. Live well for less. I do recognise it. Live well for less. Lidl.
No, you just said it. It was Sainsbury's.
Sainsbury's! I was going to say Sainsbury's.
Why did you say it then?
Because I was like, oh no, it's got to be Lidl. Because Sainsbury's is expensive, bro.
You just said Sainsbury's, so I thought I'll go for the Sainsbury's one.
A long day for me, mate.
Bring over that Nick.
Alright, start light because I'm going to get them all wrong.
Lean forward a bit more just because I don't hit the mic. Right, here we go. Not too shabby, yeah?
Oh, nice warm up. Get it nice and
warm
rosy,
up.
mate. Oh, jeez. Alright.
Righto. Next.
For the players.
For the players. For the players, I would say it's got to be some sort of sports brand. I don't think it's Gymshark. No, it's not Nike. I get Adidas.
PlayStation.
Oh, it's a gaming.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. That's the other angle. My brain went straight to sports.
Yeah.
Fair enough. That's a good
Come
one.
on!
Actually, as soon as you said that, that rings a bell. 'Cause I watched that F1 Gran Turismo film recently.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And that was all saying for the players. Of course it was. I should have thought of that.
Bring it more here. There we go. Oh, that was quite nice. I feel like that was a bit too nice.
It's a stinger, but it was nice.
Yeah.
Right.
Keeping
My
it
next
warm.
one. Oh, I just had mine open. You didn't see it, did you?
No.
Okay. Right. Here we go.
Tom zooms in on me looking.
The next one.
Tom zooms in on me looking.
Oh, what do I go for next? Oh, I've said this one before.
Oh, no.
Probably the best beer in the world. Do you remember when I said it before?
Yeah. Oh, I've got two things in my head. I'm just going to go Beero.
No. Carlsberg.
Carlsberg.
What was your other one?
What's it called? Brewdog.
What was it? Oh, it was a bit red.
Cuppage, bro. You get good cuppage.
Cuppage helps, doesn't it?
Does it? No, what? No, just...
It makes a nicer sound.
Yeah. Damn. Right. Melts in your mouth, not your hands.
Oh, which one is it? M&M?
Yeah.
Yes!
Well done, my friend.
Come on.
Damn.
Next one. There's nothing artificial about us.
What the fuck?
I can give you a hint there. I've got a good hint.
Oh, what?
We have featured it on the episode.
I'm sure we have,
before.
mate. Yeah, I'm sure we have.
Not
We've done
the-
a lot
I'm
of 25 episodes now. Could you say it again?
There's nothing artificial about us. Recent.
Sounds like a bit of like an MJ song. I don't want to hear about. They don't want to hear about it. Nothing artificial, right?
Demonetized.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm trying to think of what we done. Because I was not gonna.
I know you're rushing it in your head at this moment.
Artificial. I want to go like candy kittens.
No, innocent smoothies, innocent drinks.
Oh, bro.
I tried to go for ones that like we featured.
Yeah, bro, I'm not fucking know.
Oh, kind of went a bit too high there. Sorry about
You went
that.
a bit round
The
my
top of
ear,
my
mate.
head, hit the back of your head.
It can be concussion. Oh gosh, what am I on? All right.
Got 2 left on mine, so I've got 3 left on yours.
Fuel your day.
Weetabix. No?
You're in the right space though. Do you want a second guess or
Shreddies
not?
maybe or something?
Nah, it's Kellogg's.
Kellogg's. Fair enough.
In particular, a Special K, but I would have given you Kellogg's.
Fair enough.
Oh my gosh.
A bit more. You kind of followed through on that one.
It's probably the last one I'm getting, mate.
I felt it in the front of my throat. Right, next one.
Right.
This one's quite brief. On your side.
I've really lost, haven't I?
On your side. I do have a hint as well if you want a hint.
I feel like... no, because that's building. I think it's a bank.
Okay.
I've got 2 in mind. I've got a Virgin and Nationwide.
So who are you going for?
They're both wrong, aren't they?
Who are you going for?
Nationwide on your side.
Correct.
Oh, come on, the boy.
The second you said it's a bank, I wasn't going to give you my clue because my clue was going to be it rhymes. On your side, Nationwide.
Yeah,
So
that's
that
the
was
only
thing.
reason why I went for that one.
Fair enough. Yeah. Well done, man. You got one.
Wait, what is it? I got one left.
So you didn't get Sainsbury's, you didn't get Innocent, and you didn't get Carlsberg.
Yeah, you've got 2 right.
You've got 1 left.
You've got 2 right. So if you get this, you win.
Yeah.
And I think you're going to get it because it's pretty fucking easy. I don't know why I wrote this down. I heard it on the ad, but I was like, I would not know that. But now I look at it, I'm like, everyone knows this. Believe in better.
Say it again.
Believe in better.
Oh, believe in
Well, I'm
better.
not giving you any clues. 0.
Believe in better. Something improving. Believe in better. I will say.
I might be golden here.
I have no idea. So just give me
Really?
a stab in the dark.
You're going to kill yourself, mate, when you hear it.
I'm just going to have to go for a random company that I think is progressive. I'm going to say.
I'll give you a clue then. If you can ask a question and I'll answer it yes or no.
Is it a tech brand?
Such a... Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
But like not probably the tech you're thinking.
Oh, brilliant.
But you know it. It's very popular.
I've just changed my mind on it completely. Tesla.
What were you going to think before?
I was thinking down the avenue like Google and stuff.
Okay. Sky, believe in better.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah, I've heard that. Bugger.
Oh,
Goes down to the last one.
if I get this, we draw it. Yeah.
If you get it, you draw. Yeah.
I'm not going to get it. Ready?
I forgot how annoying the next levels are.
They are. They just
give
like
you a buzz in your head, man.
little ringing
Right.
sound.
Here we go.
Hold on.
For the moments that matter.
I've heard it.
Yeah, you have. I know you have.
It's a cinema. No.
That face is enough of a clue. So there's your clue.
I was going to go Cineworld.
No.
Damn.
For the moments that matter.
What? Disney.
British Airways.
Oh.
Trying-
Oh, that's why I recognised
that
it.
matter.
Because I looked
Yeah.
recently at British Airways.
Did you?
Yeah.
Right. Your last little neck slap. Grab that popcorn for the moments that matter.
Generally thought that for the moments they've had.
Why did you say it with an American accent?
IMAX.
Right.
Oh, damn.
Let's go for this, shall we?
Sweating, bro.
I wonder if this will make you hiccup.
Oh, well, it was closer than I thought.
Oh, smell that.
I don't really want to, mate.
Woo! This is going to wake you up.
That's like a tickle in the back of your throat after smelling that. I'll just pour it all in.
All in?
Well, like, I want it to dilute the gin a bit.
Okay.
Oh, shit, no. Now I've got
See
to
it
neck
off
all
then.
of that. Oh, no, I'm an idiot. Why don't you pour it all in? You just didn't hesitate either. You just went,
You've got to ask me twice.
damn.
And then...
Oh, not all of that in.
It's only half of one.
All right, fine,
Yeah.
fine. Oh, yeah,
It's
true.
only like, what, 5 millilitres or something?
Okay.
It's not a lot.
Yeah, can you take that?
Yeah. All right. Chinchilla. It looks like the egg.
Flashbacks. You firmed the egg. You firmed that.
Here we go.
You have a little starer. That doesn't really matter.
Do you want to use the back of this?
Use the goat.
Don't use the goat. Use your finger. Put your finger in there.
That's right.
Have
Chinchilla.
you got any like cheers, like sort of thing to see off the cup?
Yeah, chinchilla.
Oh, chinchilla. Okay. Chinchilla for the suits and the sliders. Nice.
Oh my.
Yeah. What was that? What animal?
It's like a roaring dragon, mate. Look, you got a little bit of spice at the end there.
Interesting. How was that?
It's like had a lot of orange juice.
With the spice.
No, it had a lot of orange juice, and then it just got like the fucking pepper thing at the end.
Need a bit of a mix.
Yeah, I think it did. I didn't think we shook it.
I did shake it with wide.
Oh man.
Ooh, God, it stinks. Fair enough. Well firmed, mate. Well, you can have that taste in your mouth for the rest of the app. Let's get on back into it.
My neck's ringing as well.
How are you feeling?
I don't know. My breath probably still stinks. But we move.
We did.
Right. Let's get into the importance of marketing.
Let's.
Because it is way beyond just selling stuff, ultimately. Like you mentioned before, it's about building that kind of storyline, making people believe in what you're doing, and actually kind of getting a mini cult in a way.
Yeah, big time.
It's basically, in this day and age, everyone says attention is currency. People are bombarded with the ads, the reels, the TikToks, the memes every day of every minute, blah, blah, blah. That's where your marketing is really, really crucial, because now you need to stand out in a very, very crowded crowd.
I mean, they say as well, like the importance of marketing nowadays is almost the first 5 seconds of someone's attention.
Yeah.
It's no more than that. I think I was reading something about our analytics as far as shorts go and TikToks go. If you don't catch them in the first 5 seconds, in that
You've
bracket
lost
of
them.
marketing, you've lost them.
It's crazy. It's actually mental. TikTok generation has just made people's attention span go. Yeah, completely. But marketing basically is how you tell your story. It's how you build your trust. It's how you stay relevant and create that loyalty, which is what ultimately we're trying to do with our fan base, because we know we'll get people that don't like us and they might click a dislike button and we won't show up on their algorithm again.
True.
But the people that do like us, that's what we're creating content for.
Yeah, but at the same time, that dislike stuff helps us understand what content people want to see and what content people don't want to see. It helps us understand where our avenues lie in terms of if people are following business content, they see a trend and they don't like it.
And in terms of the algorithm, it helps like us get pushed out to the people that actually do want to see us, which is really, really good. So I've got a little stat for you anyway from the marketing week. In 2025, 80% of consumers now discover brands through social media. Not 80%. TV, not billboards, not shop fronts, whatever it is.
TV advertising is dead.
Yeah, these are all your Instagram reels, which we love to flood because honestly, Instagram reels at the moment is the thing.
Popping off.
It's bigger than TikTok and stuff like that at the moment, apparently.
In terms of overall view counts, yeah.
Yeah. Your TikTok trends, jump on those. You see these big companies like Curry's, PC World, all of that. They're all jumping on the newest trends, trying to get the views, trying to get their more clicks.
That's what I do.
Threads.
Obviously, I look at a lot of TikTok stuff. I would follow like 3 or 4 accounts. Curry's is one of the ones that I follow.
Ryanair's another good one, isn't it?
Ryanair,
Yeah.
I follow Sam Thompson. You know the guy who did the soccer thing. He loves a good trend.
Yeah.
And he's got a podcast himself, so I follow him because they get ahead of a lot of the podcasts.
They got a good podcast.
Shits and gigs, of course. There's like if you get like 4 or 5, and then in the morning your market research is just following these accounts, and watching what they're doing recently, and then hopping on the trends that you like.
We always said that as well. Like look at the big dogs in your kind of industry, see what they're doing, and see how you can go along with that trend.
Yeah, big time.
The music's a huge one. So X Threads, another big one.
Yeah.
And also YouTube, obviously shorts, YouTube content. That's what we're doing. They kind of shape people's buying choices because if they truly do trust you and believe in your story, they're probably going to associate products to you and they'll start to like those things as well. Yeah, so it's really, really important because it means your first impression isn't just the product, it's actually your content. So you've got to make sure your content truly aligns with the market audience you're trying to attach to.
Yeah, I saw something the other day actually. Mark Zuckerberg had some sort of big conference and he was on stage and they were talking about the future of Meta and everything. And he came out with a really emotive purpose for the future of the company being that he wants small businesses or large businesses of any sort to be able to go to Meta and say, this is what I want. I want to be in front of this sort of caliber of audience. I want to generate these sorts of leads. I want to have a click-through rate of this. And he'll speak to Meta, and then somebody from Meta's representative will say, what's your budget? And Meta will effectively become a marketing agency as well as an online distribution service for that stuff, because marketing agencies, they're losing not so much credibility, they're losing power because they can't access the TV anymore and get the same rates, or they can't access certain influencers and get the same rates. What used to be the case for marketing agencies probably is a really different game now. So the big platforms can just kind of swoop that up in a second.
Yeah, and you look at AI integration as well in those big platforms, like it dominates. So marketing agencies now, they're all transitioning to AI and how they can utilize AI for their customers. Yeah. But to speak about our good friend, I said Fred there. Friend, Rory Sutherland.
Yes.
He has a concept called top of the mind awareness.
Okay.
Basically meaning if someone thinks of your industry, they think of a brand. Like we mentioned, smoothies, Innocent, phones, Apple. Stuff like that.
I wonder how many we could do like that.
I think you could do loads.
I think we'd do a little TikTok of that. We'll say like an industry and both name a company. Oh, that's a sick
That'd
idea.
be quite,
Note
that down now. Note that down.
Get it in the plans.
But that's exactly what good marketing does. And if you can leverage that marketing and make yourself known, for example, the podcast industry, we think of Joe Rogan, like naturally. Yeah. But if you can somehow get your name out there and suddenly people go suits and sliders for podcast or entertainment or business, you're doing a really, really good job. And that's how important marketing is, because if you can get that right, you can become the industry, which is mad when you put it that way.
That you have after you really dominate in that sense would be insane.
Mental, isn't it?
We talked about some companies like that.
Yeah.
What was it? It was like a smoothie company. It was Innocent that we were talking had like 80% market share of the smoothies, or like certain like cheese brands. Cathedral
the cheese
having like
ones,
75% market share of cheddar cheese. It's just like, how on earth has somebody managed to not only just walk into the space, but the space is them. They are everybody. If they want a bit of the pie, they go to the dog at the top of the table,
and everyone creates their stuff around them as well. So like if they've brought out a new kind of smoothie line or whatever it may be, guarantee you everyone's going to follow that.
But it's also like other companies that will be startup in the space will eventually have to realize that the competition's there and they can't even challenge that, so they have to find their own avenue. You look at the Allen Key thing we talked about ages ago. Their whole marketing is, we're not Alan Key, we're Oliver James.
Well, that's exactly
like they have
it,
to
mate.
reference the initial product to be able to.
But that's exactly it. Like we do a lot of Spenny or Penny, right?
Yeah.
And it's not always the best product that's the most well known.
No.
That's purely from marketing. We always find maybe like a nice little penny one, or is it really worth it? The cheaper one's sometimes the better one, but less heard of because their marketing's not there.
Very, very
just shows how important your marketing is. You may have a really, really good product, but if you're not selling it well in terms of out there to the audience, then you need to rethink your marketing strategy.
Exactly. And a little bit later on, we are getting onto a Spenny or Penny, but it's saved for the Patreon. So if you want to check it out, you know where to go.
Yeah, that Patreon is doing well.
It's doing really well.
People are loving it over there.
Little Sunday specials as well. Well, anyway, I've got a little bit more about the sort of audience side of marketing, because as we said, the marketing is how you display the product to people, and kind of it's all the way from creating the industry and creating the product all the way to having it in the customer's hands. The big point about that being understanding the customer. That is the market research, that is the pricing strategy, that is everything. And I thought this really sort of important point that I think Rory Sutherland might have said as well, and it's about creating buyers' personas. And the way that this works is you have a little sit down and you go, who is going to buy the product? Don't think about the whole audience. Don't think about the demographic. Think about who, that individual. And you want to create almost like a fictional character for who it is. And the ways you've got to think about that is you start off by going, well, what is the product and what is the problem? So you figure out those two things. You say, who wants this product because they have this problem? That's where you start.
Yep.
You move forward to then going, do they need it enough to spend money on it? You then, once you've got that, you go, what makes it valuable or different to anything else they can have access to? And then once you've got all that stuff, you can then expand to go, what demographics do these people sit in? Where do they lie? Where are they in terms of the platforms they're looking at? So on and so forth. And then you dig into the psychographics of it, which is values and beliefs of these people, which is buying behaviors of these people, points of sort of pain points or relief points for them as to why they would go or why they wouldn't go with a product. So for example, you could think about it as in the fashion industry, you've got certain buyers personas where Gucci will have a buyers persona, which will be, I don't know, private school educated, like all the people who have a lot of money,
Yeah,
but still young, and they want to have the Gucci, they want to have this, so they will market towards this person. That's who they will sell to.
That's
they won't sell to
exactly it.
everybody, they'll sell to this
that's
person.
exactly
And
it.
same goes for ASOS. We'll go, okay, we're going for the fast fashion types, and then so will a brand that's focused on like eco-friendliness. Their brand will be a certain type, and they build this persona. And from there, if you focus on selling to person, that individual, you will end up reaching the demographics that they're a part of. Instead of thinking too general, because if you make it too general or too unspecific, you won't be able to get anything from it. Because if you focus on one, you can then move out.
You need to push your product in front of the people that will buy it. And that's exactly what marketing will do for you. So once you've branched out and found your target audience, exactly who you're looking to push it to, you just fully focus on them. And you might get the odd stray one outside of that demographic. But if you know that is my core demographic that I've got to focus on, you've got to dedicate everything to pushing it towards that. So as Ollie mentioned earlier with Meta, for example, you can go, right, my demographic is between the ages of 21 to 26. Their female age, I mean, like they're coming from schools or coming out of uni or they have a job, and you just go, here you go, Meta, here's all of the stuff that I've got for you, push it out there. And they'll do that. They'll find that through their list that they've got.
I'm just thinking, company's just popped into my head, but I can't think of the name of it. It's a brand that make like cleaning stuff and like, I can't think of it. But anyway, they're a company. I have to find it. I'll mention it later on if I can think of it.
Dettol?
But no, it's like it's got like a woman's name to it attached. But she makes like a bunch of products, and part of their advertising has been, if you're the person's name, if you're like the person's name, this will be for you. And so people kind of associate themselves with the same characteristics of their buyer's persona. That's why they're
very clever.
I have to think of the name. I'll let you know. But yeah. Anyway.
Interesting. But you get that all the time, especially like there's a thing called Button Up Box. I don't know if you heard of them. Okay. They basically sell these like organic home meal cooked foods to dogs, but they've got a very particular target audience. It's usually the woman's preference to buy that for the dog. So they target women who have a family, who have a dog, and maybe come from a wealthier area, and they just put flyers out to like all the wealthy areas. They'll chuck stuff in there, give you discounts, everything like that. You try it once, your dog loves it, you're buying that all the time.
I agree. Well, I've got a couple of tools as well that you can use in terms of like establishing not only your target audience, but then
marketing
your sort of marketing general sense of things. And I was looking into a lot. Now, you've obviously got things we mentioned before, which is the Meta Suites and the Instagram Insights and stuff like that. But the one that I found, which literally only found this the other day, is a company called YouGov.
Okay.
Now, their whole purpose is, they're a UK-based company, and it's all about market research, data analytics, getting like polls out there and surveys out there, and they build really good public opinion polls. They talk about current events, politics, culture. They've got a big brand perception tracking as well, which is quite cool. I feel like if we could ever go in on this, you go in, you fill in your company details, you fill in what your analytics are that we've got, and then it measures you amongst other brands in the space, and it's got loads and loads of data on brands worldwide. It's got consumer behavior insights, so you can click on, there's like a tab in there where you go through and you type in, this is the product, this is the price of the product, and it goes, this is what your consumers might be able to pay for your product. This is where their peaks are and troughs are of where they pay that sort of money.
Interesting.
And they've got millions of registered users, so they've got a really incredible database as far as the people that they have. And there's a free version and a paid version. The free version gets you all the public polls, it gets you the rankings, some basic like brand information. Whereas the paid one gives you full access to deep analytics, custom dashboards that you get, and like survey capabilities where you can create your own surveys to send out to people as well. But yeah, it's brilliant. It's all about audience profiling, about understanding the market.
You're going to see so many more of those websites coming to life with AI, obviously introducing into our lives. Like you keep an eye out for things like that, and honestly, keep an eye out for any of the AIs that are going out there. So like the ChatGPTs, the Groks. There's lots of other things and tools that you can really, really use. Like I've said this a lot. Like this is our time. You know, when people go, "Oh, I wish I was there for the housing boom, etc. I wish I had the stock market back in the day." AI is our thing. Is our thing. Jump on it, honestly, really do, because it's huge.
I saw this thing the other day about, I think it's ChatGPT. And they're creating a new thing where they can control your web browser. So you put in things like, can you create a shop for a roast dinner I'm doing on Sunday? And you press click, and you'll press it on like the web click or the web3 click or whatever it is, and it shows you on the screen. It goes, okay, opening a new tab, going to Tesco's, typing in your postcode. It then adds all the items and the ingredients that you need for a Sunday roast. It then sees if it can get you any like voucher price matches and things like that. And then it generates the basket. You just have to type in your bank details and press click, and it's done.
Yeah.
How incredible
Mate,
is that it can even
this
use
is what I'm saying
Google
to
and
you.
the
There is no
out.
better time to start a business than now.
Yeah.
And when I say that, I mean just go out there and do something, because you've got all of these tools which no one ever had any access to. And all of a sudden, you've got a lawyer, you've got an accountant, you've got an editor who can help you. All through like AI. It's mental, mate. It's actually crazy. Speaking of which, like, to add to your tools, Canva. Classic one, we always talk about it. It's actually brilliant in terms of social media posting, etc. If you're not doing like the kind of content reels, etc., that are like in person, and you're doing hard posts and stuff like that, Canva's ideal for you
Massively.
Even actually the reels, I see people do vlogs and they edit it on Canva.
There's like this really good like pitch deck function as well for Canva as well.
It's got
so
honestly
if you're preparing for a pitch interview, you can go back and have a look at our pitch preparation episode ages ago, and we talk a lot about Canva and how that uses it as well.
We used it for our documents.
Like
we use it for our pitches. It's crazy. It's really good.
I see. Well, should we get into our last segment of the day? We've got
Let's
a fun
do it,
one
let's
planned.
do it,
A little
let's
bit
do
of
it.
workplace stories.
Why not?
Yeah. We are into workplace stories.
Yeah.
Today, what are we doing, Jay?
Marketing nightmares.
Very true. Now, because marketing's such a big... times?
Where companies are fucked up.
Yeah, pretty much. We've obviously... Marketing's so big that there's going to be a few different avenues we probably touched on that we've already touched on before. However, we've got some crazy ones here. Shall I go first?
Yeah, go on.
I'll start off with the Dirty Tricks campaign. Now, this was a covert campaign done by British Airways to Virgin Atlantic back in the day. Early 1990s, British Airways launched this smear campaign against the up-and-coming Virgin Atlantic. So what they did was they got their own staff to impersonate staff from Virgin, call people who had booked Virgin flights, getting them to change over to British Airways flights, like saying that it's better to go to British Airways for this and this and this. So they completely falsified certain things for them. They falsified cancellation records, like press leaks, data interference. They falsified all this sort of stuff. And Virgin then found out, and obviously sued British Airways to the high heavens. But Richard Branson at this point, the company was still fairly new, so BA didn't think, I assume, that Virgin had the sort of power to then sue them in the way that they did.
Crazy.
Ended up going to the High Court and awarding Virgin over £3 million in damages and costs. The scandal damaged BA's reputation for a while, ironically boosted Virgin's public image by quite a lot. And Richard Branson took the $3 million, distributed it to his own staff, and called it the BA bonus that year. So everyone got
no way.
That year, and he
what a
called
ledge.
it the BA bonus.
What a ledge.
After absolutely destroying them in the courts.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Who thought of
a campaign that BA were like, oh yeah, we're gonna destroy this other competitor, and then we're gonna like effectively brag about it, and then it's a backfiring majorly.
Yeah, because you can't falsify stuff like that.
I know. I don't know what they were thinking.
But did it not even get a lawyer involved or anything? Because surely, I always thought marketing in big companies has to get like approved from a board, and in the board they have like the relevant people to go, yeah, that's fine.
I don't know if they may have been cheeky enough to think, what is illegal, and let's just step behind that line slightly.
Yeah,
I think
try and bend the truth.
They might not have said, oh hi, I'm from Virgin, but they might have called and gone, oh, I've seen you had a Virgin booking, we're as part of the airlines. Do you see what I mean? Like, if you say something like that, you've not incriminated yourself, but Virgin can then go, no, you've impersonated a Virgin staff, and they'd be like, no, we just said we're from the airlines.
Yeah, because have you seen that guy recently? He's a TikToker who goes into like stores and stuff like that, pretends to be a store employee.
No.
It's like a prank.
Oh, really?
He apparently has been sentenced to 9 years in prison.
What?
For that stuff, falsifying, being a fake customer, or not a customer, an employee,
Jeez.
and talking to customers and losing sales and stuff like that. Obviously, I don't think it's gone through yet, but like he's in.
I mean, I remember watching
that,
the old Beta
Squad
videos where they do like drive-through things.
Yeah, I think that's why they don't do it anymore, because I think there's now a law out there that's changed that means you can like get in prison.
People doing all sorts
which is
of content.
nuts. We can't do that, by the way.
No, definitely not.
I ain't going to prison. Not
We'll
yet.
just open a drive-through.
Yeah. Right, my one. You must have heard of this. Fire Festival.
Doesn't ring a bell.
There's a whole like Netflix thing on this. It's so crazy. Anyway, Fire Festival, right?
Yeah.
So they marketed this thing as a luxury music festival.
Okay.
Tropical Island is where it was. Promised gourmet food, yachts, private villas, models, you name it.
Jeez.
They had the likes of Kendall Jenner, Bella Hadid, all promoting this thing on their Instagrams,
Wow.
everything like that. Like they spent a lot of money to get some hype around this.
Yeah.
However, people who arrived after purchasing these tickets, which cost thousands of pounds to get there, they found horrible tents, no toilets, no musicians.
No musicians.
And apparently they got given, in terms of food, like the saddest cheese sandwich in the world.
Oh,
It
my
flopped
God.
massively. It was crazy. The event was also plagued by like logistical issues. So like flights weren't coming in properly. Apparently the weather was terrible. None of the tents arrived. So they had like these pop-up tents for people to stay in and stuff like that.
That's horrific.
And the event was cancelled after the guests all basically started to arrive. So they had about 1,000+ people just waiting, doing nothing, and they're like, yeah, there's no event, sorry guys. It was
my
insane. So the
days.
organizer, Billy McFarland, was later convicted of wire fraud for defrauding investors and ticket holders.
Oh,
Mental.
shit.
So it's kind of a lesson. The marketing did really well.
Yeah.
They spent a lot of money on it, but it was all smoke and mirrors. So you need to remember, if you're marketing, it has to be true. You
Yes.
can't market something false. You
Very,
see
very
it like
good
with the likes of Red Bull, for example, saying Red Bull gives you wings.
Yeah.
Funny little marketing
Exposure's
play,
just crazy.
but they got sued to bits for it.
True. Right,
So
my
yeah,
next
that's
one.
crazy. Go look up Fire
Yeah,
Festival.
So there's a documentary on it.
There's a documentary on Netflix about it. There's
I'll have to give that
YouTube
a
about
watch.
it. It's crazy. FYRE. It's mental.
FYI Fest. I'm going to go check it out. My next one, a bit
on.
of a marketing email nightmare
Ooh.
by Adidas, of all companies. Right. They must have
big boy.
preset this. Boston Marathon's on the horizon, right? Back in 2013 or whatever it was. And very typically, all the sports brands are getting around the big marathons, the Boston, the London, the New Yorks, so on and so forth. Anyway, customers who participated in the Boston Marathon in 2017 received a very poorly worded email from the major shoe and sports tire company. The subject line read, "Congrats, you survived the Boston Marathon." The whole email is about getting back to training, so on and so forth. In the context of any other fitness event, this might seem harmless, don't get me wrong. However, when in recent years, the 2013 Boston Marathon, there was a bombing which killed 3 people, injured hundreds of people.
Crazy.
Needless to say, a lot of people were offended.
That's
They had a
mental.
massive backlash. Adidas had to issue an apology to everybody, but the damage was already done. Can you imagine, like, people are also running it in memory of certain people, and then just afterwards,
just
like
completely
literally the
flopped
day
that.
after it finishes, oh, why don't you survive the Boston
Yeah.
Marathon? Oh, it's
I mean,
just a bit-
realistically, like if it was another marathon, it would have been maybe okay.
yeah.
But because it was
It's
a
the
Boston,
word
it's just the
survived,
worst.
which is
Yeah,
what I think.
Yeah.
Why don't you finish the Boston Marathon? Some people could get offended. The survived, you're losing everybody
Yeah,
instantly. When I
mental.
started to read it, I was like, oh,
Yeah,
God.
not good, not good.
How you wouldn't think of that?
I know, especially
It's
such
just
a big
bizarre.
company as well. You
Yeah.
think they've got a lot of heads there that can just, one of them can go, oh.
So, no, that was a pretty poor marketing plea from them.
Well, I've got one. Crafts. Do you know Crafts?
Crafts.
Yeah. They do like children drawings
paintings
and like
and-
crayons and
Oh, okay.
whatnot. Crafts Send Nudes campaign. During the
What?
pandemic, Craft launched a campaign encouraging people to send nudes, NOODS. A play on send noodles to loved ones, seemingly provide comfort. Very strange. However, the campaign was met with obviously a negative reaction, with many people criticizing the use of the term nudes.
Yeah, especially with like you know all the stuff
Mental.
and safeguarding stuff in schools.
It's crazy,
and, things,
and
for that sort of company.
exactly, it's targeted to families and children and everything like that. They had to quickly remove it, but apparently their sales plummeted.
Rightfully so.
So I honestly don't know what people think about it
Neither
sometimes.
do I, honestly, it's
It's
insane.
insane.
My next one, another pretty mental one. Now you've spoken a bit of a while ago about the PlayStation ad. You know, when
Yeah,
they
yeah,
really
yeah.
missed the mark in terms
Big
of
time.
coming across quite sort of racist in their dismissal marketing. Dove also have fallen foul, but with a 3-second advert, right? They managed to offend everybody within 3 seconds, basically. In 2017, Dove ran a Facebook video showing a black woman transforming into a white woman after using Dove body wash. Viewers slammed it as racist. The ad was pulled within 24 hours, and Dove had to issue a global apology for the second time in 5 years they've been caught out for this. Here's a picture.
I just don't understand.
It was
what
the
people
quickest
do.
3 seconds. That's basically the frame by frame of what happens.
I feel like I remember that.
Yeah, it was apparently it was meant to be saying, "Oh, Dove is for everyone." That's what they were trying to get across, and that is how they displayed it in 3 seconds.
Stupid.
Why on earth they thought
What goes through there?
that was appropriate is insane.
They almost taken, you mentioned like in the first 5 seconds you got to capture people.
Yeah.
They've almost taken that way too far.
way
That's
too far.
mental.
Like even the 2 models there, surely were all even like, "Are you sure this is going to be like in stream?"
They probably got paid a lot for it. I
True.
think.
Oh, insane!
Right.
Absolutely insane.
HSBC,
Go for it.
big banking boy.
Massive bank.
They had a very, very expensive translation mistake in 2009 when
Someone
their
using Google
slogan,
Slogan.
"Assume nothing," was their slogan.
Okay.
This was wrongly translated as "do nothing" by a lot of companies, which definitely was not the message they wanted to get
Do
across to their customers. Yeah. This one error in a slogan cost them $10 million to fix. And they decided to change their slogan and translation to "the world's private bank."
Oh, that is horrific.
It is mental, mate. In 2009,
translation.
they made this, and the markets obviously misinterpret wording and everything like
Yeah.
that.
Well, there's
So
certain words that don't exist in other languages.
exactly.
In there,
So "assume nothing" came across as "do nothing" to a lot of things, which mean like a lot of people pulled out of deals that they had on the pipeline and everything like that. It was crazy. But it just highlights the importance of like cultural context as well.
I can picture him, the owner or the marketing manager, sat having breakfast that morning, going, "Oh, today's the day. Going to be rolling in the cash."
Nuts, man.
And then, why are all these deals being cancelled?
nuts. And they paid 10 million to fix it. But like I mentioned earlier, like marketing, the cultural impact, and you need to understand what kind of impact a word may have. You need to do your due diligence in that aspect.
Well, it's not even just a word. My next one is a massively cultural sort of failure on Pepsi's part. So you probably heard about this. This was the Kendall Jenner protest ad. 2017, at the height of protests and things going on, the Black Lives Matter movement, so on and so forth, Pepsi decided to release an advert, "Live for Now," starring Kendall Jenner at the front of it, aimed to tap into the youth activism, depicting a general protest going on with a bunch of police officers stood around, like not engaging, but all stood around watching these people protest. The backlash was that it was then Kendall Jenner walking through the crowd all majestically up to one of the police officers, handing him a Pepsi can. The police officer then like cracks it and drinks it, and then like smiles at the other police officers around him, and then like all the protesters start cheering. Anyway, it was really gimmicky. Basically, it was to say like there's unity amongst these people, but it was pulled within 24 hours. Everyone was like, "You're trivializing like Black Lives Matter movement, the protest at the moment. You're saying that the police are being friendly when they're not." Like all this sort of started to kick off. Pepsi pulled it within 24 hours, issued an apology. The brand trust plummeted. They lost like loads of sales in the next sort of couple of weeks.
I just don't understand what goes through people's heads. Like,
just an example of tone deaf marketing, really.
yeah, they've just tried to do something really outlandish and different in comparison to marketing.
Well, the thing is, we've talked about it before. Hopping on trends is important. Hopping on real world stories, topical issues, so on and so forth is really, really crucial. But it like takes some second to think.
Here we go.
Don't rush. Like, you've got to think about it.
Speaking of trends, right? Burger King, 2021. This is
Okay.
It's not long ago. They launched a Women's Day campaign that obviously backfired because we're talking about nightmares.
Yeah.
The campaign was centered around a tweet that read, "Women belong in the kitchen."
No, they didn't.
This initial tweet was intended to be proactive and generate attention. And underneath, they had a comment basically talking about their whole point about women's rights campaign that they're doing or something like that within their company, encouraging women
like
to
employees.
employ. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the
that's
first
a heavy. Like,
no, but the
tangent.
first tweet read and the comment underneath were this is what we're doing. However,
Oh,
everyone reads the first bit and goes,
They don't read the
"What
second.
on earth is happening?" And data apparently indicated that this tweet caused a 30% spike in negative sales towards the brand.
Wow.
However, the damage was contained. Burger King obviously was able to recover in a couple of months, but it was brutal, man.
That's horrific. They've really missed the mark there.
Hugely.
I was thinking maybe they were
hugely.
going to do like a Burger Queen thing or something, but
Nah.
women belong in the kitchen.
Yeah,
It's
man.
horrific. That's so
I mean, I get it because
distasteful.
they wanted to generate that attention, but it just flopped massively.
Certainly did.
Anyway, things are dying. We better move on to
we're
the
going
next
to get into
section.
the outro. And we're back from work. Everything's back to life again. Lights and cameras. So
Crazy. I still
into
can't get my head around like those big companies, and they're paying these marketing people probably like
Millions.
hundreds a year.
I'm surprised we haven't screwed up. We have no money in that at all.
I don't know.
We
I
seem
don't
to
know.
be
Yeah,
getting
mate.
Pretty good so far. So far.
So
Touch wood.
far.
Touch
So
wood.
far. Touch wood. You never know.
I also thought of the company I was trying to mention earlier, Mrs. Hinch. They have like a
Not heard of
range
that
of
at
like
all.
homely products basically, and their
Not heard of
buyer's
that at all.
persona is very, very strong in terms of who they've created as this Mrs. Hinch character, and yeah, that's basically the purpose behind the whole brand. But anyway, just thought I'd get that in there before we go, because it's been a good one today.
It has.
All sorts of
Episode
stuff on
25,
there.
mate. Yeah.
They're flying by.
Well, I think the next episode, we're like halfway there in terms of the year.
That's so true. I didn't thought
Yeah.
about that. Damn.
Yeah, 26.
6-month run.
Yeah. Crazy,
Time
right?
flies.
It
Time
does.
flies
It does
when you're
fly.
having
It does
fun.
fly.
We'll have
But
to make 26 a good one. We'll have to
yeah,
get something
definitely,
special
definitely.
celebrating that.
But as always, we want you guys to share the love. Like, comment, support us on the socials, all of that good stuff.
Definitely. Hit that like button, get in the comments. Let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're liking, what you're disliking,
Yeah.
so that we can move the content towards something that's better for you as a group.
Exactly. And also get to that Patreon.
Do so. £4 a month, 13p a
Oh, it
day.
is honestly so good. And in there as well, your voice gets heard a lot more because
Yeah.
it's a smaller little community.
Yeah.
And we do go to them a lot to get some ideas. And also
And you
run
get
loads
brought
of
on the episodes
competitions
and stuff.
as
Like,
well.
we've had people come on the
Yeah.
episodes. We're going to be engaging with people in the
Yeah.
future, potential sponsorship opportunities. There's
Yeah.
all sorts of stuff we're going to get into. And you're going to get another half an hour out of this juicy episode.
Exactly.
So-
Lots to win over there for sure.
Exactamundo. In the meantime, have a lovely rest of your week, a lovely rest of your weekend.
Yeah.
And we will see you next week.
We will.
Much love. Toodle. Pip.
Cheerio.
The camera's about to overheat.